And we cross now to Wagga and the federal member for Riverina, Michael McCormack. Michael McCormack, thanks for joining us. How is Wagga tonight, and are there still concerns about the strength of the levee banks?
Certainly Wagga's on a nervous wait tonight, Gemma, and at first light tomorrow we will see the full extent of where the river is up to. The fact that it is only going to be peaking at 10.6 metres is a huge relief for everybody. Certainly not a relief for those people in North Wagga who have lost homes, livestock, fencing, businesses. That mop-up operations there are going to be many months in the doing. But certainly a sense of relief has overcome Wagga tonight because it looks as though we've dodged a bullet.
And so what's the mood like among residents? How are they coping with the evacuations and the fact that much of the city has closed down?
Look, the community spirit is very high here, and we saw this morning where several hundred people pitched in and helped, doing sandbagging and helping people move furniture. And I mean, as you said in your earlier report, it was a late night evacuation. The call didn't come until 9:30 last night, and the Army moved in, Air Force and Navy, police. Everybody was down in the Central Business District, moving people on, encouraging and urging people to leave their businesses and to gather whatever they could from their homes, and to get out very quickly before 6 a.m. this morning. The city is in lockdown mode at the moment as far as the Central Business District is concerned. There are police on every intersection vantage point, making sure that the security is very tight. But and it's a real scene to go down the main street this afternoon and to see absolutely nobody there apart from the odd police patrol. But certainly the city is relieved tonight, but also very apprehensive. First light will reveal as to just the full extent of the water, and we're very hopeful that the levee bank, which is said to be secure at the moment, we're very hopeful that it will hold. It was built in 1962. It is at a level of 10.7 metres technically to hold out the water. The river peak is 10.6 metres, so we were 10 centimetres from disaster.
So you mentioned there the police presence. Is that an indication of a fear of looting?
Look, certainly there were security issues that the police were very quick to make sure that the area was properly patrolled. Extra police were called in. There's been no sight or any reports of looting. And look, the camaraderie here is very high. It's a very resilient community. Everybody has pitched in and helped one another, and certainly there's been no reporting of looting. But this isn't just about Wagga Wagga. This is also Riverina wide. Communities at Ungary, Tumut, Gundagai, Hanwood, Ugali, Yenda, Barellan, Narandra, all those communities, the Rock, Lockhart, they have had evacuation orders also placed on them, and many, many homes have been lost in those areas. So it's we had anywhere between 250 millimetres and 400 millimetres of rainfall over the weekend. That's a huge amount of water. Equivalent of 250,000 Olympic pools were released from Burrinjuck Dam. That coming down the river obviously created problems. But at this stage, the levee is holding, and fingers crossed, and we'll say a few prayers tonight, and hopefully that levee will hold, and then we'll look into the future as to what we can do to heighten and strengthen the levee bank so that in future we might not have to have evacuation orders, and we might not have to have these emergency procedures put into place.
The Prime Minister will be visiting there tomorrow. Will you be asking her for some specific financial aid?
Surely there needs to be some federal assistance, and I mean, federal governments and state governments alike can't budget for these sorts of things. The best budget, the best way to ensure against this is to have a surplus. But certainly the road damage, just local and state roads, is $500 million. That's $500 million of road works that is going to need to happen that hasn't been budgeted for. That's not even to mention the homes, the properties, the fencing, the livestock, and the public infrastructure that has been damaged. Certainly the Prime Minister is well aware of the situation. I've been briefing her office, and certainly I hope she doesn't come here empty-handed. There will need to be federal assistance. These communities are going to need every bit of assistance to get their lives back in order, to get their livelihoods back up and running, and people will need to have that calm and reasoning sort of sense that that we need help out here.
OK, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much, Michael McCormack, for your time this evening.
Thanks, Emma. Tremendous.